going on? What the hell is going on? March 8th, 2026. Happy Sunday. We went motherfucking crazy on Saturday. We hit every college pick on Saturday. I want to give grace to God and to the highest power because it is Sunday or whoever power you believe in, but we ain't going to talk about that here. You feel me? I got a whole bunch of college choices for us today. We got some championship games today, and I got a plethora of NBA choices today. So what I won't do is waste your time. Let's get you with the straight countdown, Rome City style. 5, 4, 3, 2, fuck the ops, 1. First best choice of today, we're going to focus on this college basketball. Northern Iowa versus UIC. Totals all Vegas gave this game 124.5. We're going to bring it down 10 points to 114.5. This is the MVC Conference Championship. So both teams, whoever wins gets their tickets punched to the fucking tournament. I expect them both to give their best efforts, and they're going to leave it all out there on the court no matter what. Second best choice for today is Southern Mississippi Ole Miss versus Troy. Totals all Vegas gave this game 143.5. We're going to bring it down 10 points to 133.5. This is the semi-conference finals for the Sun Belt. This is the semi-conference finals for the Sun Belt Conference. 2 more games for these two teams. Whoever wins, and they get their ticket punched. So you can best believe they're going to put their best efforts in to become a Cinderella story. The other side of the semifinal of the Sun Belt Conference is Georgia Southern versus Marshall. Vegas gave this game 170.5. We're going to bring it down 10 points to 160.5. Other side of the Summit semifinal, 2 games, and they punch it in. However, Marshall be going crazy. They be scoring like 70 to 80 points, damn near 90 points by themselves, you feel me? So that game's going to be popcorn. And then for our next choice, we're going to focus on Michigan versus Michigan State. This is an in-state rivalry. This has Big Ten seeding implications. If Michigan State wins, they climb in the Big Ten Conference tournament ranking at least like 2 or 3 spots. Not saying that they can win, but they will compete just for the simple fact of that, and it's a rivalry. And then our last best college choice for today is North Dakota State University versus North Dakota. This is winner go home. This is the championship game for the Summit League. So, yeah, if they win, they're fucking Cinderellas, you feel me? Regardless of whoever wins, they're both going to put their best efforts in to make sure they conquer. Vegas gave this game 149.5. We're bringing it down 10 points to 139.5. Now, let's focus on our NBA. First best game for today, we're going to focus on the Cavs versus the Celtics. James Harden, 20-plus points. He leads. He does. Ever since he's been there, they've been like 9-15 or something to that degree. But like they've been slipping, bro, and they can't afford to slip against the elites in the East, because now the Celtics are the elites with Jason Tatum back. Speaking of Jason Tatum, we're going to take Jason Tatum for 6 rebounds alt. We're going to take it for 6 rebounds alt because that's the best way to get your legs back in basketball, in my opinion, when you have been down for a while. You got to try to acclimate yourself through defense. And I guess rebounding is considered defense. Whatever. He's going to crash the glass. And on top of that, Jaylen Brown is already top 10 in the league in points per game. He don't want to fuck up the rotation just because his presence. So his goal is to make sure he enhances the team's agenda. And I think he could be best fit by getting them rebounds. His 6 is nothing for him. He grew inches too. Pause. He got taller. Next best choice for this game is Jaylen Brown, 20-plus points alt. He leads his team in points per game, top 10 in the league in points per game. And he got an easy matchup. Cavs don't got Donovan Mitchell, so they don't really got no high-quality defenders at the top of the perimeter to stop him from getting to his spots. Woo. Beautiful day in the neighborhood. All right, next game, we're going to focus on the Lakers versus Knicks. We're going to take Luka Doncic, 25-plus points alt, number 1 in the league in points per game. And it's an easy matchup for him against the Knicks. I don't see nobody on the Knicks that can stop him at the perimeter from scoring and getting the ball in the hole. Other side of that spectrum, we're going to take Jalen Brunson for 20-plus points alt. He leads his team in points per game. He's top 10 in the league in points per game. And the Lakers really don't play defense at all, so I expect him to get to his spots and make sure he put the ball in the hole. And then our last best choice for this game is Karl Anthony Towns. We're going to take Karl Anthony Towns for 8-plus rebounds alt. He leads his team in rebounds per game. And The Lakers don't really got no good defense, period, not front court or back court. So as long as this game remains competitive, I don't see why he can cover this line. And then our next best choice, we gonna fuck with Cooper Flag. Not too many people from this game. They play the Raptors, but Cooper Flag, 10 plus points. He's just trying to find himself and get his legs back. And this is a perfect game to do that because the Raptors, in my opinion, don't really have no high-quality guards that could stop Cooper Flag from getting to his spots. You feel me? So as long as it remains competitive and he gets his minutes, I don't see why he can't cover 10 points. And then for our next game, we're going to focus on Giannis and them, the Bucks versus the Magic. We're going to take Giannis 20-plus points off. Ever since he's been back, the team has been like 5-7. They trying to make sure they get up out that play-in shit too. You feel me? So as long as it remains competitive, there's no one on the Magic that can stop him. You feel me? Other side of that spectrum, we're going to take Paolo Banchero, 15-plus points off. They are still outside of the play-in, which is good, hallelujah, but they don't want to drop. So they got to make sure they win all their Eastern Conference games. And Paolo has covered this line all of his past 5 games. So as long as it remains competitive, I don't see why he can't cover this line again. And then our next best choice, we're going to focus on, in my opinion, the game of the night. The Spurs versus the Rockets. Kevin Durant. The Spurs versus Rockets. Kevin Durant, 20-plus points off. Leads his team in points per game. And they don't have no forward, the Spurs, that can stop Kevin Durant from putting the ball in the hole. Other side of that spectrum, we're going to take Victor Wembanyama. We're going to take him 20-plus points off. He's like the greatest thing in basketball since LeBron, and I ain't even exaggerating that shit. For real, for real. And he hates KD. He used to look up to KD, and KD kind of just like, he turned idols turn rivals type shit with this nigga. So it's going to be a good game for sure. And for our final couple games, we got the Pistons versus Miami Heat. Pistons been kind of low-key having problems with the Heat throughout the season, you know what I'm saying? Kay Cunningham, 20-plus points off. They just dropped the game because this nigga didn't play. So now he finna play this week. Today, I expect him to go crazy. They cannot afford to lose no more with Boston being back and the Cavs going crazy. The Pistons got to keep going. You know what I'm saying? So K, 20-plus points off. Other side of that spectrum, we're going to take Bam, 15-plus points off. There's no Norman Powell today, so he's going to have a higher ball usage. And the Pistons don't really got a good big Durant's good, but, can he keep up with Bam for a whole 4 quarters? Exactly. And all we need is Bam for 15 points. So as long as you remain competitive, I believe Bam's going to cover it. And then our last game for today, we're going to focus on the Suns versus Hornets. Devin Booker, 20-plus points. All he leads his team in points per game. They got to stay within the median of the pack in the Western Conference, and all games matter. Even though this is an Eastern Conference game, all games matter. And then our last best choice of today, we going to fuck with the hottest nigga and the hottest team in the league, LaMelo Ball. That's my nigga, man. 15-plus points. All Hornets had the best win rate in February. You know what I'm saying? LaMelo Ball with the craziest step back that be cashing this shit. And then the Suns really don't play that much defense at the top of the perimeter. So as long as it remains competitive, I don't see why they can't cover it. And that's what we got for today. Roam like the city, SYNDI'Sports. Shout out my friends, subscribers. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you like, tell me what you don't like. We outro.